everybody, Cinemastic this here with another Game Boy Pickups video for you guys. And yes, it has actually been a few days since I've last done one of these videos. I know for a while there I was doing one of these videos like every other day, and you guys were thinking it was crazy just how many Game Boy games I've been picking up. But as I told you guys, things are starting to dwindle down a bit as far as in-store purchases. I did get a lot of stuff in the mail that I'll show you in a later video, but what I'm going to show you today is all in-store purchases, things I just went out and did some hunting for. But like I said, things are starting to die down a bit as I've been to pretty much every store in my area that would be selling games. I mean, there maybe are a couple more here and there that I got to drive a little bit further for. But as far as everything like in the immediate area, I've been hitting them all up, buying all the stuff I want to grab. And so the finds are starting to get a little bit more slim. I'm not finding as much stuff now because I've hit up all the stores that I had to go to. So I did tell you guys things would start to die down a little bit, and they certainly are. So what I'm going to show you right now is things I picked up over the last like 2 or so weeks. So let's just dive in and take a look at what I got. So first pile of stuff right here, this all comes from J Street Video Games, which I've really been enjoying hunting at. I keep going to the one at King of Prussia Mall, the one out into the Plymouth Meeting Mall. I've been hitting them up a lot. Great store. If you're ever in like the King of Prussia, like Philadelphia kind of area, hit up J Street Video Games. Really cool store. And got some awesome deals. I paid about $20-ish for everything you're about to see here. Really good stuff. And one of these was an awesome deal. So we'll take a look at the awesome deal first. So first thing I got here was Mario versus Donkey Kong. That is so cool. Such a fantastic game. Now, why this was such a good deal is because there was a price sticker on here for only $3.99. $4 price sticker. And I'm thinking that is pretty amazing. I was pretty excited about that. Couldn't believe it was that cheap. And I was like, I am definitely getting this for that price. That's awesome. Well, there was a little barcode sticker on the back, and when I brought it up, they rang me up and they scanned it, and sure enough, it came up as a lot more than only $4. And I said something, I said, oh wait, I think it doesn't have a $4 price sticker on it. And they looked and they said, oh yeah, we must have priced it wrong accidentally, but hey, I'll fix that for you. And they didn't even like question it. They didn't say anything. They just went boom, fixed it right in the computer. Got this for only $4. That is awesome. And kudos to JC Video Games for honoring the price stickers. That was awesome. They didn't have to do that. They could have scanned it. It could have came up a much higher price. They could have said, oh, well, it was an error. That's the price it should be. Sorry, what do you want to do? No, they just said, you know what? It's our mistake. You're getting it for that price. That was amazing. So J Street, kudos to you. Very cool. And I now have Mario versus Donkey Kong for $4, and this game is fantastic. I'm almost all the way through this one. There's 6 worlds. I'm halfway through World 5 right now. I'm loving this game. They took Donkey Kong, the idea of Donkey Kong, the platforms and stuff, and you having to get up to Donkey Kong and whatnot. But they turned it kind of into like a puzzle game at the same time, where you got to figure your way around the levels, and there's levers and stuff you got to jump on, and you got to figure out how to get through them, and you have a time limit, and it's absolutely crazy. You got to collect the key and get to a door, and then you got to get to like the next level, you got to get to like a Mario doll, and then at the end of the level, after you collected all your Mario dolls, you got to get all the Mario dolls that are following you over to a box to get them all in the box, but you got to do it without having any of them die. It's really crazy. It's really difficult towards the end. I'm starting to get to the point now where some of the levels are starting to frustrate me because it's getting pretty difficult. It started out not so hard, but each world is progressively getting harder and harder to the point now where level 5, I'm not stuck, but it's taking me a little bit longer to get through the levels than it has been. So this game is a hell of a lot of fun. Would highly recommend it. If you like puzzle games, check out Mario vs. Donkey Kong. It is great. Again, it takes the classic Donkey Kong game and mixes it with some puzzle goodness. This is fantastic. So very cool. $4. That is a steal. All right, then I believe I paid, let's see, I got the receipt right here. I paid $3 for this. This is Pitfall: The Lost Expedition. And this is a great game. This is kind of what the next, like the 16-bit Pitfall game probably should have been. The Mine Adventure, as I said before, I enjoy it just because it's very nostalgic for me. I liked the game as a kid. I played it all the time. But it does feel like a completely different game. It kind of felt like they went from the Atari game and then just went skipped like 20 steps and went to a whole different game. Whereas this kind of feels like a natural progression. It still has, you're still playing against scorpions coming across the ground and stuff. The graphics are a little bit more cartoony. It feels like a proper sequel to the classic Atari Pitfall game. It just feels more proper. I like the fact that it uses the same sound effects as that were used in the Mine Adventure. I think that's pretty cool. It's also a little bit easier, at least from what I played so far. It's a little bit easier than the Mine Adventure, which is good because the Mine Adventure starts off hard and just does not let up. It is an extremely difficult game. Good luck beating it. This one here, a bit easier, but not kiddie easy, not super watered down to the point where you're just breezing through it, but more easy in the sense where it makes it actually fun to play. So I like this game. This is great. Looking forward to playing this one some more. Again, it felt like a natural progression to the classic Atari Pitfall, and that's awesome. So can't wait to play this one some more. This was a lot of fun. And then I also paid, I think, $3 for this one. Yeah, I believe so. I paid $3 for Batman Vengeance. That is awesome. Unfortunately, the game is just mediocre. It's basically like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, but it's watered down. I've only played the first level or two, but so far it just seems too easy. The bad guys are pretty easy to beat. There's not a ton coming at you. You're just having to jump from rooftop to rooftop, and then you punch a bad guy, and he goes away, and then you go, and maybe there's steam coming up out of the ground that you got to avoid. It's stuff like that, and it just seems really easy. It's like they went and took a great 16-bit Batman game, like the one of the ones for the Genesis or the Super Nintendo that I loved playing when I was a kid, and then just really watered it down and made it way too easy. So I don't know, maybe things progress, maybe as the levels go on, things get more difficult. I hope that'd be nice, but as of right now, from what I played thus far, it feels very watered down, and I was not blown away by this game. I will be playing it some more because I'm a big Batman fan. I love Batman. That's why I had to grab it. I was like, a Batman game, gotta pick it up. But it just wasn't really all that good as of now. But we'll see. I'll play it some more. We'll check it out. This is great. Paid $5 for it. Actually, I think $4.75 for this. Picked up Tasmania. Oh my god, I love the Taz games. I used to play the Taz games all the time as a kid. On the Genesis, on the Super Nintendo, was it Taz? Escape from Mars. That was such a fun game. That was like one of my favorite games for the Genesis when I was a kid. I used to just play all the Taz games. Back in the day, they were so much fun. And now I got one for the Game Boy, and I popped it in. It was great. I was having so much fun with this one. I love it. It's a platforming game. Some of the jumps are insanely difficult. You have a spin attack, but you only have so many of them you can use at a time, and you're just avoiding enemies. And it's great. It was so much fun. Brought me back. I love it. I'm looking forward to playing this one a lot more. This should be a great, great, great playthrough. Can't wait to do that. And then the last things I picked up from G Street. These are pretty funny, but I'm happy to have them, and that is some Mary-Kate and Ashley. We have Crush Course and Winner's Circle. So 2 Mary-Kate and Ashley games, which actually means I need one more game, and then I have every single Mary-Kate and Ashley game ever put out for the Game Boy, and I may or may not have already gotten it in the mail. Hint, hint, spoiler alert there. So very cool. How to pick these up? I paid like $2. Yeah, like $2.75 for both of these. So I had to grab them. That is awesome. So I know why people are like, why do you want the Mary-Kate Ashley games? Well, first of all, I'm just trying to get every Game Boy game out there. So I'm not being picky. It's not like I'm like, oh, these are fun games. No, I'm just trying to get everything. But I had one of the first things I was like, I gotta get all the Mary-Kate Ashley games. These are ridiculous. Although the New Adventures of Mary-Kate Ashley games, they're not that bad, but these are pretty bad. These are actually pretty horrible. These were not fun games. So I really wouldn't recommend them. But yeah, very cool. On my way to getting every single Mary-Kate Ashley game, which I may actually already have. Hint, hint. All right, so the next 2 titles I picked up here, these I both grabbed from Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. As you remember, last week, Liberty Thrift was having a 50% off sale on all media, so movies, books, games, all that good stuff, music, all that stuff, 50% off, and I did end up finding 2 games. Found these in the Pottstown, Pennsylvania store, their location in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. They may have had more stuff. These were just kind of strewn about. The Game Boy Advance game was just laying in a bin somewhere that I happened to find, and the Game Boy Color game here happened to be just laying on a shelf, and luckily I just happened to see it. So they may have had more games. I don't know. If they did, they're probably just strewn about the store somewhere. I really wish they would have had them all together, like in a bin or something, or in a case, or somewhere that I could have found them all, but it is what it is. So I paid $1.50 for both of these. And the first one I picked up here was VeggieTales, Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. And surprisingly, this game I wouldn't say it's necessarily fun, but you know what it basically is? It's this watered down. It's basically kind of like, it reminded me a lot of Mario versus Donkey Kong, just watered down. You're going up on levels, and it's like a bit of a puzzle game. You got to hit levers and try to figure out how to get through. It's not very difficult because, again, it's for kids, but it kind of reminded me of Mario versus Donkey Kong, just for, again, more watered down for kids, something that wouldn't necessarily frustrate. This is going to frustrate a child towards the end. This here, probably not so much. So, would I say it's a horrible game? I would not say this is actually a horrible game. This was surprisingly not bad. It's something I'm going to be playing through probably, but it's nothing great, but it wasn't bad. I was surprised. It could have been worse. And then I got Jump Start Dino Adventure Field Trip for the Game Boy Color. This is just a bunch of mini games, and you're collecting eggs to, like, I don't even know. I didn't play all that far. All I know is you're collecting a bunch of eggs. Every time you win a mini game, you collect eggs and you drop it off in like a nest. I'm assuming maybe there's a boss you got to battle at the end, or one big mini game you got to play at the end. I have no idea. Obviously, very kiddie, very watered down, very very easy, but frustrating for one main reason. There are a lot of games in here where you got to like match things up. There's one game where there's dinosaurs, and you have to match up like the numbers of the dinosaurs. There's like I think there's a stream, and there's dinosaurs on the other side, and you got to catch a number, which it's easy to do. You just hit like the B or something like that button when the number comes by, and then A to throw it. Pretty easy, but the problem is waiting for a matching number. You have a dinosaur with number 5 on it. You're waiting like 10 minutes for another 5 to come down the stream. It takes forever. It's very just randomized, and the game just doesn't give you the numbers you need. So it was really frustrating because I'm like, when am I going to get the number I need to throw at this damn dinosaur? It took forever for like numbers. Like, and that's the way every game was kind of being, and it just drove me insane. So I could see kids actually getting frustrated at this because it's very boring, and you're just sitting there. I mean, half the game I was sitting there going, when is what I need coming up? Like, it was driving me insane. So it is what it is. It wasn't very fun. It's for kids. It was whatever. But it would have been, I would have probably said, it's okay for what it is. But just the whole waiting around for things to happen that you need to happen part of the game just really ruined it for me. All right, this I picked up from Goodwill. This I actually got from the Goodwill out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Was it like 2 weeks ago I was out there? Found this for $1. That's all I paid for this, and this is cool. I don't necessarily need these, but for $1 I picked them up. And those are Game Boy Advance game cases. Look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very cool. So 6 game cases for the Game Boy Advance games. As you can see, there they are. That's how you do it. And do I necessarily need these? No, I don't display my games in cases, but I figured somewhere down the line, maybe I'm going to want it. Maybe I'm going to need cases. So for $1, I'm not going to pass up on this. I'm just going to grab them. If I need to use them down the line, very cool. If I don't, then I don't. But I had to pick that up. That's awesome. All right. And then last but not least, let's get through these. The last 3 games we have here, these all come from Five Below, and they're actually half off. So they were marked at $5 a piece, marked down to $2.50. So yes, a little bit more than I would have necessarily liked to have paid for these games because they're not very good games. The one's okay, but otherwise they're not very good games. But they were complete in box. They were brand new. They were still factory sealed. So I grabbed them. So the first one here that was actually kind of okay was Backyard Skateboarding. This was all right. It's not quite the Tony Hawk games at all. Wasn't quite to that level of awesomeness because, again, the Tony Hawk games, except for Downhill Jam, are absolutely fantastic. This kind of was trying to be there and then didn't quite get to that level, but it's not horrible either. I've played much worse extreme sport games on the Game Boy Advance. So this was okay. This was all right. I can see myself playing this one a little bit more, but in the end, it wasn't anything fantastic. It just is what it is, but had to grab that. Then we have Charlotte's Web, which was okay. It's a platformer game. You're jumping around trying to collect things and whatnot. But once again, watered down, very kiddie. You're just kind of walking around doing stuff. It wasn't exciting. That's my problem. It could have been interesting because the levels are pretty big. You're doing a lot of stuff. You're having to collect things and hit levers and jump from platforms and stuff. And it could have been interesting, but it was kind of boring because you're just doing lots of walking around. That's it. Walking around. Oh, jump up here. Okay. It's just lots of walking, which isn't very exciting. So, oh well. And then we have Arthur and the Invisibles, the game, which actually seemed like it might be okay. It wasn't all that exciting though. I was just walking around, hacking some stuff. It was all right. I wasn't blown away by this one either. So, unfortunately, the 3 games I picked up from Five Below weren't very exciting, but I thought, you know what, pretty cool. Old new stock, 3 brand new games that were still factory sealed, all in their boxes. That was pretty cool. $2.50 a piece, not a bad deal. I grabbed them. They were marked half off because I guess who plays Game Boy Advance games anymore besides me? So very, very awesome. So there you go, guys. That is it. That's everything I recently picked up in store over the last few weeks. Like I said, I did get some stuff in the mail that is that's all sitting over there. I will show that to you guys in a later video in like a day or two. I'll show you that stuff. But just wanted to get through and show you guys all the goodies that I picked up from in store. That is awesome. So, all right, guys, there you go. That is it. So, like I always say, guys, thank you so much for checking this video out. Simply just by watching this video, it means the absolute world to me. I really appreciate it. Of course, you can also show your support by simply liking this video by clicking that thumbs up tab. It takes 2 seconds, and it means the absolute world to me. I really appreciate it, and it really helps my videos out. It means a lot. Please do. Also, you can subscribe. I do a brand new daily sickness video every single day. Not usually Game Boy games, usually something on the topic of cinema, collection updates, unboxing, cinema hunting videos, looks into my collection, looks into my sickness for cinema on a daily basis. But I do sprinkle in bonus videos like this one, like Game Boy pickup videos and hunting videos and out and about videos and the Blobfest videos, stuff like that. I just sprinkle in extra bonus videos, again, like this one. So if you want to see at least one new video from me every single day, again, usually on the topic of cinema, not so much games, but if you want to see at least one new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're on YouTube, down below, a whole bunch of links that you can click on, things like my Patreon account, where you can pledge a monthly donation to help support this show, Spreadshirt account, where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness hat, a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, button, satchel, hoodie, tank top, baby gear, kids gear, all kinds of Cinema Sickness merch to pick up. If you're looking to get some of that, there's the usuals, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me there. And if you're also on Listia and you're on eBay, I have my Listia and eBay pages down there, so you can check out everything I have for auction on both of those sites. If you're over at cinemasickness.com watching this video, as you should be, right up above you, underneath the Cinema Sickness logo, you'll see a whole bunch of icons. Click on those icons. I'll take you all those same very exact websites. And if you're not at cinemasickness.com, again, if you are on YouTube, down below there is a link to cinemasickness.com. Click on that link, head over there, check it out. There's a lot more to see there than just these videos. I do post these videos there, but I post so much more there as well. All kinds of stuff for you to check out over at cinemasickness.com, including Team Sickness. If you like my videos, you're going to like the videos from Team Sickness, so definitely check them out, show them your support. All you got to do is click on that Team Sickness tab over at cinemasickness.com. So, all right, guys, again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next Game Boy Pickups video, and I'll see you on my next Daily Sickness video. See you then, guys. Bye.